Hello, this is Marianne McGuire of letgoandknow.com. I'm really happy that you're here with me. So today I want to share something that when embraced can transform your life. And this is most beneficial for spiritual seekers and those of you who read the books and study so much and search for the answer. And it's this. You don't need to be fixed, you need to be connected. And I'd really love it if you allowed that to really sink in. Because too many people spend decades looking unconsciously to be fixed because they were conditioned as children to feel wrong. Their behavior was wrong, they were doing things that were wrong. They just grew up feeling wrong in general. And they feel this inside and then try to remedy it when they get older by making themselves right and better. And they try to fix it, whatever it is, really trying to fix themselves. So what I'm saying is, what would it be like if you let go of that and stopped trying to fix yourself if you're doing this? And it mightn't even be conscious. I went through this for years. So what would it be like if you allowed yourself to connect with something so magnificent that if you felt even a fraction of it, you'd be speechless in awe? And I'm talking about connecting to divine guidance, and I'm talking about connecting to yourself. What I've found is that you can't bypass connecting to yourself and go straight to the divine. I mean, the truth is there is no separation anyway, because you're one with the divine, but when living in the physical, it doesn't always feel that way. It's a shift from living from your mind to your heart, and it's very, very real. I really don't want this to sound conceptual. It's so real, and the ramifications of stepping into this in your life are very real. I could draw the analogy with relationships, say marriage. So often couples choose marriage counseling, for example, when what they really need, this is just an example, okay, and it's an opinion, but what they really need isn't therapy in many cases, it's to connect with each other. I mean, so much time is spent analyzing things to death, and it's not very helpful. Too much time is spent coming from the mind when the heart holds the answers. That's how you connect with your soul's knowing. And when you shift from living predominantly in your head to a more balanced way of living, which embraces your heart as well. So I'm not saying shift from one to the other and oh, let's forget the mind. I'm saying embrace the heart as well, so that there's a union. Then you become aligned and you can access the guidance you need and desire to live a juicy, fulfilled, loving life. So when you feel that imbalance and lack of connection, yes, it feels heavy and sad, but a different way of looking at it is this. You can view it, when it happens again, as an opportunity to live from who you really are, rather than from your conditioning. When you experience the pushing and the struggle, your soul is calling you, it's agitating you, communicating with you that it's time to step into your second phase of life, step into your power and live from your truth. So you could see it this way, that the first phase of your life is living from your conditioning, and this isn't your truth. You may experience people pleasing or squashing your soul or silencing your voice in the first phase of your life, whatever it is, any number of experiences. And when you open up to the possibility of aligning with your soul, well, then it's just wow, that's when life becomes very interesting. So when you feel lost, remember, you don't need to be fixed, you need to be connected so that you can receive the guidance from your soul, from your source. Now, I want to mention something important here, because people think that receiving intuitive guidance is just about going with the flow and it's pretty instant and easy. And yes, that can be the case. That is true. But where it can feel wobbly is when we introduce resistance to the space after we've asked for guidance. If it doesn't happen in the way that we decided that it should, then we can feel wobbly and decide that it's not working, and then self-doubt takes over and tears can flow, and this can become the pattern that repeats. So please remember not to collapse into self-doubt and realize that it's not always completely smooth. That's part of the game. Receiving intuitive guidance isn't always going to be completely smooth, because there may be creases that need to be ironed out first. A lesson needs to be embraced before you see the evidence of the clarification or whatever it is that you asked for. Sometimes it does take a little bit of time, and just know that it's happening. So let go of self-doubt and know that it is happening. The self-doubt, again, is connected to how you were conditioned so often. Generally, if you were made to feel wrong, as I mentioned, and if you weren't cherished, then this can affect our ability to align with our soul, with our own truth in any moment, because we perhaps just don't expect much. Unconsciously, this is unconscious. And this interferes with the flow of guidance being received. So we can't receive the flow of guidance, and then we think we're wrong and we're not doing it right. And it's just this cycle that goes on and on. So the way out of that is to connect with yourself and to cherish yourself until you begin to feel your own innate worth and beyond your own magnificence. Then you just know that you are connected, and you just expect the clarity or whatever you desire to become apparent at the perfect time after you choose that, whatever it is. You start to stand in your power and take action from there. And there are no more wobbles, only solidity. Only living at one with your truth, no matter what that looks like. I'm not saying everything's going to be all absolutely amazing. It's just perfect for you in that moment, and you can feel it. You have this confidence about what's happening, that it's all happening for a perfect reason for you. When you're taking action or living your life from your conditioning, from your false self, it's not aligned. You have to connect with your true self. Then the action you take is different. The energy behind it is different. It's lighter because it's coming from a space of your own light. You're on your soul's path. So trust how your life flows, knowing that the clarity will become apparent to you, and you'll know exactly what to do or exactly how to be in that moment, and what you need will be there for you. So I'd say cherish that neglected part of yourself so that your energy can shift. That part holds the key. And you can easily tap into the intuitive guidance of your soul, of your source. And you can just choose which way you prefer to receive the guidance. Is it through writing? Is it through meditating? Being out in nature for an hour every day, if you can? It's so worth it. I mean, you might be thinking, yeah, an hour a day, it's so worth it. Look, anything you can, any amount of time you can, it's of such benefit. I don't think people realize, I really don't, and they're just too disconnected. But that might be what suits you. You might really feel like writing. You might prefer to receive it right through your body instead. It's all here for you now, waiting for you to claim it. and really play the game joyfully and full of heart when you connect with yourself. Imagine what your life will look like, how you'll feel when you allow yourself to let go of that self-doubt and the old conditioning of feeling wrong. Nothing could be further from the truth. You're not wrong. You're beautiful and perfect exactly as you are. On a level of spirit, everything is perfect. There is nothing you need to fix. And when you rest in that knowing, it fills you. You feel fulfilled. And you can step into your ever-present power and live from there. What would your life look like if you did that? The connection with your truth is fulfilling beyond words. Even when you're going through something difficult, there's a joy, a solidity present that supports you. That's what I want you to feel, that connection. That's what you deserve, especially if you've had a past where you've not been cherished and you feel wrong. That's what you deserve. So please make time in your day to go within, write, be alone, ground yourself in nature, whatever your preferred method is, and allow it to flow. Open up and be willing to come home to yourself. I loved being with you here today, and if you want any more information or a free gift, pop over to www.letgoandknow.com. Much love.